Okay, my algebras. I'm going to break this up into 2 lessons today. It's just easier to download because I want to go over this homework a little bit. So I only gave you 6 problems. Hopefully it didn't take you too long. Remember, whenever you're doing radicals and they don't have both perfect squares, so even power, perfect number, you break it up into 2 different square roots. So you start off, what perfect square goes into 4D? Well, you could, if you're having trouble, say, okay, 40 is, let's say, 10 and 4. And 10 is 2 and 5. 4 is 2 and 2. Now I need 2 of the same thing. Well, I have 3 2's, but you only need 2. So my perfect square is 4, and my leftover stuff is 10. 10 is not a perfect square because it's 2 times 5. Then, do I have an even power? Yes. So I will take the square root of that. That's 2x to the 20th. Remember, you divide the power by 2. And then what do you multiply by itself to get 4? Then you have the leftover stuff you can't do anything with. Then 90, x to the 13th. What perfect square goes into 90? And that would be 9 and 10. And this is an odd power, so you got to break off 1x. So you take off x to the 10th there and put x here. Square root of 9 is 3. Whenever you have a power, you divide it by the index. So 2 square root of 10x. Now, I do plan to give you a quiz on Friday, but other than quizzes, you don't need to send me something back. So don't ever send me homework back unless I specifically ask for it. So anyways, again, let's break it up into 2 parts. What perfect square goes into 75? Well, you could do this. 2 squared is 4. Does 4 go into 75? No. 3 squared is 9. Does that? No. 4 squared is 16. Does that? No. 5 squared is 25. Does that go into it? Yepers. So I'll break it up to 25 and 3. I'm going to break off an x, so it would be x to the 10th. X square root of 25 is 5 because 5 times 5 is 25. And divide the power by 2. Then we have the leftover stuff I can't do anything with. So 27, I'm going to break it up into 9 and 3. 9 is 3 times 3. It's perfect square. X to the 27th, you got to break off one of the x's so I have an even power. So this would be 3x to the 13th, square root of 3x. Whoa. Now 44, that would be the square root of 4 and 11, because 4 is a perfect square. Odd powers, so I'd break it up x to the 44th, x. Square root of 4 is 2. Square root of x to the 44th is x to the 22, and it's the square root of 11x left over. Now 45, we'd break it up into 9 and 5. That is an even power, so we don't need to break that up. Square root of 9 is 3. 3 times 3 is 9. And then divide the power by 2. So there you go. I'm going to have a part 2 to this video in just a little while. So we'll see ya in a minute.